Hi, Bruce here. I just want to take some time today to share another little video with you. I want to thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I really appreciate your input and your comments on them. I really appreciate you sharing them with other people as well. That's the reason I make these videos, to get it out to as many people as you can, to share these little words of encouragement, these little tidbits of information, maybe these little nuggets from the Word of God, and mini sermons they've been called. But whatever they are, I'm just thankful that God has given me the opportunity to share them. Today I'm at a park here in Kenai, and it's a flower garden, and I don't know how much the camera will actually pick up, but behind me is a beautiful field of wildflowers, and I thought would be a nice place to film. There's a gazebo right over here, and I was going to film in that, but I think it would be a little bit too dark. So anyhow, let me share with you from the scripture today. I'm going to be reading from 1 Peter 2:9. Listen to what it says. But ye, talking about us, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people. You've been called peculiar before? It says that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. I want to talk today about light. I want to talk to you a little bit about being a lamp unto the Lord, being like a lamp. An oil lamp is a good example of what we really are, and it has several things that I want to bring out today that maybe you haven't thought about, and if you have, then it'll be a refresher course on your mind. But you know, Matthew 5:14 through 16 tells us that we are the light of the world, and you can't hide your light like a city put on a hill. You can't hide your light. You can't hide it under a bushel. If you're a light in the city of on a hill, it's going to shine out all around everywhere. So the Bible also tells us to let our light so shine before men that they will see our good works and glorify our Father in heaven. So today I drew some little lamps, and I'm gonna, hopefully you'll be able to pick them up and see them on the camera. And I move back a little bit so you can see me. What I did is I drew a couple of different ones. They're not the greatest drawings, but to give you an idea of an oil lamp. And as you can see, these oil lamps are all different sizes and different shapes. And that's the point I want to bring out to you today. These oil lamps comes in different sizes, different shapes, and they all have a purpose, and that purpose is to produce light and to shine in darkness. And that's what we are to do. We're to be producing light and shining in darkness. And these lamps have three elements. Each of these lamps, regardless what shape or size they are, they have three elements that make up the lamp. They have the lamp, which is the body, they have the wick, and they have the oil. So these three elements, and I'm going to set this sign down, this little picture down, but I want you to see it, that they're different sizes, different shapes, and they all basically do the same thing. They shine in darkness, and they're made to light up the area, okay? It's a good example of mankind. And because they are different sizes, different shapes, we got big people, small people, round people, skinny people, tall, black people, white people, brown people, yellow people. We have people of all different shapes and sizes, and look all differently. But we all have a purpose, and that purpose is to let our light shine in this world of darkness, to be a light unto the world, and not to hide our light, but to be proud of the light that God has given us, to shine it wherever we can, and to be an example to people that they too can shine. You know, there's a lot of people today that feel like their light has been put out and they have no ability to shine. And I'm here to encourage you today that God will refill your oil and God will help you to shine. Now let's talk about these lamps just a little bit. Let's talk about what they cannot do. You know, a lamp cannot it cannot light itself. It has no ability to light itself. It has no ability to move itself. It has to be picked up and moved. It has to be lit from an outside source. It has the light can't shine brighter on its own or dimmer. That is controlled by an outside force. By raising the wick and trimming the wick and raising it, you can make the light brighter. See, This is really important because some people feel, oh, they struggle so hard. They're just like a lamp that's sitting on a shelf saying, oh, I wish I could be lit right now and shine. Well, there's a time that God will begin to use you, and when you do, you're lit. You may just be down on low right now, but He's going to turn you up. He's going to trim your wick, and He's going to turn you up so you'll shine bright where He needs you. Then He'll pick you up and move you to the place that He needs you to be moved to. So lamps cannot move themselves, but they must be moved. Lamps cannot put themselves out. They don't have the ability to put themselves out. So the wick, if the wick gets out of the oil, if the wick is pulled out of the oil, it will begin to dry out, and then what happens is it will just begin to smoke. It'll burn up. And when we begin to try to work in the works of the flesh, and we try to do it on our own, that's exactly what happens. The wick is pulled out of the oil, and it begins to dry out, and all you do is begin to produce some black, dark smoke, and you begin to burn out. You must have enough oil in the lamp to saturate the wick. That wick needs to be saturated with the oil so that it can be able to, that fire can get its source from that oil. That flame can get its source from that oil, not from the wick. The wick is just a carrier of the oil so that the fire can burn. The oil is, the lamp is totally dependent on an outside force to light it, to adjust it, to move it, whatever the case may be. The lamp itself has no ability to do it. The lamp is totally dependent on being cleaned, having the wick trimmed, having it filled, and the lamp is not able to do it. All that lamp is able to do is to be available. See, God's not looking for your abilities. He's not even concerned about your inabilities. But what He is concerned about is your availability. Are you available to be used? If you are, then God will fill you with fresh oil. There used to be a song in the church years ago that they used to sing, "Give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning, burning, burning. Give me oil in my lamp, Lord, I pray." And that should be our prayer. Lord, I need the oil from on high. The oil represents the Spirit of God. The wick represents your soul. And the lamp itself represents your body. So think about this, the three elements. You have a body which is like a lamp. You have a wick, which is your soul, that needs to be saturated in the Spirit of God, that needs to have the oil bringing through it, so that the oil of life, so that it can keep the flame burning. And when God does that, He will regenerate you by refilling you on a regular basis. When that oil gets low in the lamp has nothing it can do but wait upon the Lord to fill Him. We have to be willing to be filled. That's the renewing of our mind. Be willing to have our mind renewed daily. And that should be our constant prayer. God, renew my mind. And then allow the Lord to take us in places wherever He wants us, wherever He needs us. So, people, let me tell you today to be encouraged, to be a light unto the world, and know that as a lamp, you will shine as He sees fit. He will clean your globe. He will make you where you're able to shine. The washing of the Word, that is what God uses to cleanse us and to make our globe shine, so that the light will be able to come through us. And when that fire begins to burn, the light will actually put off the heat as well. If you get close to the lamp, you'll begin to feel the heat and the warmth of it. And so just to remember this, that when those that are around you that are in darkness, if you get a little closer to them, you begin to warm them up a little bit, so that they'll be able to enjoy the light and appreciate what you have to offer to them. I want you to know that regardless what size you are, what shape you are, you may be dented, you may be old, you may be half broken, but I want you to know, as long as there's oil in there and there's a wick there, God can cause a flame to bring forth a light, to cause others to see that are in darkness and be brought into that place of refuge, that place of safety, that place of salvation. All people, I just hope you understand that you're important. because you may be a little lamp, you may be saying, I'm not very valuable, I'm not very important, but you are. You're just as important as the big, elegant, beautiful lamp that's set in the middle of the room. Sometimes the middle of the room gets all the attention, but it's in the corners where it's the darkest. And you may be sitting in the corner, and God has given you the most important job, the light of that corner of darkness. So I want to encourage you today to stay on fire for God. Allow Him to fill you, to saturate your soul with His Spirit, so that your body will be a light into this world. One that is not hid, one that is set on a hill that can be seen and appreciated by everyone. Well, I want to encourage you to take this time to think about what I've said today, to mull it over in your head and say, Lord, I'm your light. Use me. Share me wherever you want. Fill me and keep me full and overflowing, that I might be able to be used at any time, at any place that you want me. People, it's been good to be able to share with you again. Take this little video and share it with your friends. Let them know that they are a light, and even if they feel like they've been burned out, let me just say one other thing. You cannot put your own light out. You don't have the ability to put your own light out. It has to be an outside force, and that's why God built a globe around you. He put you in a protective covering so the winds of adversity won't destroy you or blow you out. So share this video with somebody. Let them know that they are a light and that you are shining with them, and together your light will be brighter than ever, and you'll be able to reach more people and push that darkness out. The thing of it is, you are bringing the light of the gospel, which doesn't push the darkness out. It dispenses it. It consumes it. It destroys it. And that's what you're doing. You're bringing the kind of light that can destroy darkness. Well, listen, you have a great day, and thank you for listening to these videos, and thank you for sharing them. I really appreciate it. Continue to share them and let somebody know that they're blessed, because you are blessed today. I'll talk to you later. You have a great day. Bye now.